The Tundra is bulletproof, but even bulletproof trucks have weak spots. If you spend 5 minutes on truck forums, you'll hear it, just buy a Tundra, they never break. The 2014 to 2021 Tundra second-gen facelift really does have a reputation for being one of the toughest half-ton pickups you can buy used. The engine and transmission are usually the least dramatic parts of the truck, but here's the mechanic truth. Reliability doesn't mean zero repairs. It means the problems are usually predictable, not catastrophic. And the truck keeps working even when it's worn. If you know the common repairs and what to check before buying, you can get a long-life truck without paying perfect truck money. Let's dig a little bit deeper, but just before we start, please ensure you've subscribed to the channel. The reliability truth, strong drivetrain, older school design. This generation Tundra is built around a big, simple V8 design and a traditional automatic transmission. That older school approach is why many owners love it. You're not dealing with tiny turbo engines pushed to their limits or complicated fuel-saving tricks. The trade-off is fuel economy, but the upside is durability and fewer mystery failures. When people say Tundras are reliable, they're mostly talking about the core drivetrain. Most real-world issues are around maintenance items, wear parts, and things that happen to any truck that hauls, tows, and lives outside. Rust and corrosion, especially on frames and underbody. Rust is the big long-term enemy on any truck, and it matters more than mileage. A low-mileage truck from a salty state can be worse than a high-mileage truck from a dry climate. On a Tundra, pay attention to the frame, cross members, brake lines, and suspension mounting points. The smartest buyer move is simple. Get underneath with a flashlight. Surface rust is normal on older trucks. Flaking, scaling, or soft metal is not. Rust is expensive because you can't tune it up. You either repair metal or you don't. Front suspension wear and steering looseness. Tundras are heavy and the front end takes a beating. Over time you can see ball joints, control arm bushings, sway bar links, and tie rod ends wear out. The symptoms are clunks over bumps, vague steering, uneven tire wear, or a truck that doesn't feel tight on the highway. If the steering feels loose or it clunks when you hit small bumps at low speed, don't assume it's just truck life. It's usually fixable, but it's a negotiation point when buying. Brake pulsation and rotor wear. A lot of Tundra owners experience brake pedal pulsation at some point, especially if the truck tows or carries weight. People call it warped rotors, but it's often uneven pad deposits and heat-related rotor wear. The result is a steering wheel shake or pulsation when braking from highway speed. A proper brake job with good parts usually fixes it, but if you buy a Tundra and feel shaking on braking, budget for pads and rotors soon. Water pump seepage and cooling system aging. Even strong engines have normal aging parts. Water pumps, hoses, and coolant-related seals can start seeping over time. This usually shows up as small coolant loss, crusty residue near the pump, or a sweet smell after driving. It's rarely dramatic at first, which is why it gets ignored until the leak grows. Cooling system repairs aren't glamorous, but they matter. Overheating is one of the few things that can turn a reliable truck into an expensive problem. Air injection system issues on some V8 trucks. On some Toyota V8 trucks, the secondary air injection system can cause check engine lights and limp mode behavior when valves stick or pumps fail. Not every Tundra owner deals with it, but it's a known type of issue in this family of engines. The symptoms are often a cold start emissions code, warning lights, and the truck running fine otherwise until it decides to protect itself. If you see air injection-related codes in the history, don't just clear them and hope. You want a real diagnosis so the problem doesn't come right back. Exhaust leaks and ticking noises. A Tundra can develop exhaust leaks over time, gaskets, joints, or manifold-related issues, especially if it's seen winter salt. An exhaust tick is often most noticeable on cold starts and can quiet down as it warms. It's not always dangerous, but it's annoying, and it can lead to sensor errors or fumes if it gets bad. If you hear ticking that changes quickly with temperature, consider an exhaust leak before assuming internal engine noise. Interior and electrical truck stuff. Compared to some modern trucks, the 2014 to 2021 Tundra is pretty straightforward electrically, but that doesn't mean it's perfect. Window switches, door lock actuators, and wear-in seats and trim happen like on any vehicle. These are usually not deal breakers, but they're part of real ownership. What I'd check before buying one. Start with rust and maintenance history, then test drive it like a truck. Listen for front-end clunks, feel for brake pulsation, check for coolant smell, and scan for stored codes. Look for signs of towing abuse like uneven rear tire wear, sagging rear suspension, or burnt-smelling fluids. A clean, well-maintained Tundra usually feels solid. A neglected one still runs, but it will quietly ask you for money in the first year. Bottom line, the 2014 to 2021 Tundra earns its reliability reputation where it counts. The engine and transmission usually hold up very well. The common repairs are mostly what you'd expect from a heavy-duty daily driver: rust, suspension wear, brakes, and occasional emissions system headaches. Buy the cleanest frame you can, keep up with fluids, and this truck will often outlast the payments on something newer.